Kenya's Deaflympic teams shown at the ended Tokyo Games, of course, bagging 15 medals for Kenya. And of course, out of those 15, 5 of them were gold. Let's take a look at how they were welcomed back, a heroic return back home, and of course, millions of cash in store for them from the state. Take a look.
On behalf of our President, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, and on behalf of our Cabinet Secretary, Salim Vuria, we welcome you. And as it had been promised by His Excellency the President, that when they go out there, they represent us. They fly our country flag high, and they win medals. We are going to recognize them and reward them.
Thank you so much. My name is Lynette Nanjala, and I first want to thank God for having us travel very safely from Tokyo, Japan back to our country. And even for the talents that we have, we want to appreciate God because He's the one who has really supported us to bring all these medals. To be very honest with you, it was a tough task. And I appreciate even getting the silver. This is a great achievement because remember, these competitions were the Deaflympics. That is, many different countries were coming to compete with us.
And of course, that's the Deaflympic teams. They returned to the country last week. And of course, they competed in the 15th edition of the Deaflympics game that went down in Tokyo, Japan. 15 medals, 5 gold, 6 silver, and 4 bronze. Jacob, I come to you. These are teams that I think probably, I would say, underrated, not given much attention, not much coverage. And basically, I think the public, if you ask them about the Deaflympics, they don't really know much about this team. But a very, very good performance. Our Kenyan flag flew high in Tokyo. How do you proceed from here?
Importantly, like you have said, I spoke to the team manager a couple of weeks before they left. Our good friend, Shugari, you know Shugari, of a boxing Federation of Kenya. Yeah, he's a man who wears many hats. And he was telling me how agonizing it was for them to shed down the number of the players, of the athletes who were supposed to go there. Because I think we had only 5 disciplines out of the many athletes who were ready for the competition. Again, it was a budgetary issue. So maybe even the medal tally that we're talking about would have been way higher had we been able to take the number of athletes who are ready for the competition. So we are saying they really did well, and we congratulate them. The most important thing is that is to keep these athletes active throughout. You understand? Because most of them do not get chance to feature in many competitions until maybe there is a major competition. And that becomes a challenge. You want a song that is sung throughout the year, if possible, so that by the time you're going to a major competition like the Deaflympics, then it is just a climax of it. Then finally, on this is to say that the kind of reward schemes that we are seeing are really encouraging. So that the kind of language that, and I heard you in your preamble saying that people need to appreciate that every person that God gives life comes with something, so that people are not hidden at home, they are exposed, because these medal winners that we see here today, disability is not inability.
Yes.
Inability.
In a second.
Real quick.
Yes, in a second.
Because, yeah, and I want you also to address it or tie to the fact that the Deaflympics, these are people with special needs.
Yes.
And even special needs schools in Kenya are still far from enough.
Yes.
We have talented kids at this who have these challenges, but even the parents do not know, where do I take my son? Where do I take my daughter to help them fulfill the talent they have?
Yes, you know, I happen to act for the Kenya Amputee Football Federation, and some of them, they do joke whenever we meet. Of course, they are disabled. They say, had their parents not taken an extra initiative to take them to school, they would have been cobblers in Western Kenya, Luo Nyanza, and they're always very happy. What I want to say, when we see such instances of the Deaflympics or even the amputee football or even the disability sports, basketball, these are the gains of the new constitution. Because during the old order, some of these sports will not even, they were unheard of. And when the Bill of Rights now provides that there ought not to be discrimination arising out of the physical form of the body, then we now start seeing such. Now, back to your question, indeed, we need to really, in Kiswahili they say, uhamasisho, inafaa wafanye uhamasisho sana, because I rarely, yes, the awareness campaign, I rarely hear of the sports, the high school games of the special needs are rarely, the hype is not so much as opposed to the ordinary persons who are walking. And also, my feeling perhaps, even the CAF is, or the standardization of coaching, if we took them to other disciplines of these school games or college games, of these special needs people, then perhaps we'll even be able to bag many more silverware. Yes.
And still even Ian breaking the record of Cherono, that was massive.
A long-standing record.
Yes, I hope there's a 5,000 as much as they're being given 3,000, 2,000 if you win a silver and bronze 1,000. I hope there's 5,000 for breaking the record, because that is the
5,000.
5 million. 5 million, I mean, sorry. 5 million for breaking the record. Of course, when getting a gold, it's 3 million, and silver 2 million, and bronze 1 million. So that was massive, and this is inspiration even to the community outside.
Actually,
there.
That race we swept 1, 2, 3. That was the 5,000 meters, I believe. 1, 2, 3, a clean sweep for Team Kenya. So, Team Kenya, we say Kongole. We look forward to the state rolling out the red carpet just to appreciate the heroics of Team Kenya. Of course, right now, it's 1 minute past the hour, that's 9:01. We want to take a brief commercial break, but before we do that, remember, when we come back, we have a cocktail of discussion and analysis on matters EPL, and that's where we are asking you, which team do you think is going to win the EPL title and why? Which team are you tipping to win the 2025-2026 English Premier League title and why? X us. You can also send your thoughts via SMS, and we are also on Facebook, Twitter, and all that. So engage us and we'll sample some of them. Sporty Monday takes a brief commercial break. See you on the other side of the break. The Gunners, the Devils, and the Blues, how are they faring?